Hey, good people. One of my challenge areas, it's your girl, Frederica McClary Easley, back, Flow to Heal Yoga. Hey. So, one of my challenge areas is my hips. And actually, I'll say challenge like placement, hips, glutes. In general, I have very tight, compact muscles. And the strength training that I've been doing exacerbates that, doesn't help with that, which is why stretching is so important, right? So today I'm going to show you two variations of the pigeon pose. And before we attempt to get into our pigeon pose, I'm also going to show you like some stretches that really can help for your quads, your hamstrings, your hips, and your glutes. So it's like basically kind of like waist below, of really getting into those muscles and stretching them out. So let's get with it. And also, don't try and play me and don't make fun of me because I'm going to be like heavy breathing in some of these. And so you're going to hear all of that, right? Because it's a challenge and it is what it is. And, we're going to work through it, right? So you start in a runner's lunge, right? So you have one knee that is 90 degree. Make sure your knee is not extended beyond your ankle, right? So it's lined up 90-degree angle. And your back can either be flat, so this back leg can either be extended in this way, or you can be up on the ball of your foot with a slight bend to your knee, right? I like to be down because what I then do is bring this leg back, hinge from my waist going forward to really get into my glute, my hamstring, my calf. You'll also feel a different sensation if you flex and point your toe. And so as opposed to being static, I like to kind of go back and forth from a runner's lunge into this back leg stretch, if you will. And so you can even take it up from a like triangle pose to coming down to coming back and just rotate between those moves to start opening things up and preparing your body. I'll switch to the other side. You'll also probably notice that one side is tighter than the other. For me, that is my right because that is my dominant. So that is the side that usually takes more of the stress and of the pressure. And I have to be mindful of evening things out and not doing too much or allowing it to do too much. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to go into an upward. We're going to go into a down dog, excuse me. We're going to start on our right side, extending that leg, pointing the toe, bringing it through, and angling the first leg, your front leg, excuse me, in an L shape. Okay, so this is pigeon pose. If you are elevated in this pose, this is what it is. You are going to feel that stretch in your lower back. Make sure you square up your hips. Okay, so relaxing your right cheek or your L leg. Relax that hip towards the mat, like bringing it back and bringing your left forward. If you bring your hands out in front of you, now you have a relaxed pigeon. This is one of my challenge poses that I have to breathe through because, whew, Lord, help me, Father. Mm. All right, let me stop breathing in this microphone. So come out and just slide your leg so that it is parallel under your thigh. So like calf and thigh are parallel. Push up. And you kind of come into a high plank and go back into a down dog. And we're going to do it on the other side. Being sure to square up our hips. There we go. And so again, in this pose, you can stay upright. You can relax your pigeon. It is up to you. It's based on how your body feels. We do not go for pain. We go for challenge, right? It's a difference between discomfort and pain, and you need to pay attention to that. So again, we're going to come out of this one and we're going to do a modified pigeon. So modified pigeon is also, it can also be called a figure four. You're going to start off on your back with your soles of your feet planted as if you were doing a bridge pose. You're going to bring one ankle over your thigh. So right there, that is modified pigeon. That is your figure four. For a challenge, you can raise your leg that was planted, and then you can add an additional challenge by reaching your hands through and grabbing the back of your thigh, lacing your hands. Be sure to grab your thigh and not behind your knee. We never grab joints, okay? And that is a modified. This is a great way of helping to deepen your pigeon pose in a way that definitely is challenging. Like this pose is not a joke, but it may be less intimidating. It also may be a little more comfort, right? A little more comfortable, even with the challenge and the discomfort. All right, so we're going to relax that leg, our left leg, bring our right up and do the same thing. So again, as I've already shared with you, my right side is definitely tighter than my left. Hence the as I was trying to reach up and grab the back of this thigh, y'all. And I like to do a little bit of a rock while I'm doing it just to kind of test myself a little bit. Now, while you're grabbing the back of your thigh, there should be tension here, right? So like essentially your thigh, like you're fighting against gravity because your thigh wants to go down, but your hands are pulling it towards your core, right? Like towards the center of your body. So there is tension there. And that is where the magic happens because all of this is getting stretched. Ooh. And that's it, y'all. That is pigeon pose. Hope you have fun with it. And I think I'm going to do more of these kind of like one pose tutorials or just like modifications of single poses. So we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, holla.